Have you ever noticed that people who have the least amount of money are usually the ones working the hardest to save it? I grew up in a three-bedroom, one-bathroom house with six other people. My mom clipped coupons from the Sunday paper every single week, and my dad, he would drive 30 minutes out of his way just to save 5 cents a gallon on gas. I know people who would argue with customer service over an hour over a $2 fee. People are always canceling their subscriptions just to save a few bucks. But at the same time, wealthy people are out buying or building businesses. They're investing in real estate, stocks, and assets that make money while they sleep. And here's the truth: wealth isn't a game of defense, it's a game of offense. So let's talk about that. Imagine you're playing the game Monopoly, and every time you pass go, you collect your $200. But you refuse to buy any properties. You just keep taking your $200 and stacking it in a pile every time you rounded the board. Meanwhile, everyone else, they're buying boardwalk, they're buying the railroads, they're building houses and hotels. But at first, you feel pretty smart. You saved up a lot of cash just by whizzing around the board. But after a few more rolls of the dice, something changes. Every time you land on someone else's property, you're paying them. Why? Because they built assets that bring in cash. You just own cash that now you're just giving it to everyone else. Eventually, your pile of money disappears while their assets keep producing income over and over again. Well, life works the same way. Your paycheck is your $200 for passing go. If all you ever do is collect it and save it, you're playing Monopoly without buying any properties. The people building wealth aren't just collecting income, they're buying or building assets that generate even more income. That's playing offense. Now, don't misunderstand me. There's absolutely a place for budgeting and avoiding stupid financial decisions. I'm not suggesting you go out and buy packs of Pokemon cards with your grocery money. But if your entire financial strategy is cutting expenses, you've already lost because there's a limit to how much you can cut. You can only cancel that Netflix once. You can only skip Starbucks so many times before your coworkers start asking if you're okay. But there's almost no limit how much you can earn. That's the offensive mindset. Here's what financial defense usually looks like. It's saying things like, I can't afford to invest. I'm waiting until things feel less risky. I'll do it when I feel ready. I hope my tax refund is bigger this year. Think about that last one. People actually celebrate getting a huge tax refund. It's their money. And they just lent it interest free to the government, which probably used it for some program that someone defrauded anyway. Now, let's talk about what offense looks like. Instead of asking, what if I lose money? You're asking, what skills could double my income? Instead of asking, what if the market crashes? Ask, what assets can I buy while everything else is on sale? Instead of, how do I save another $50? Ask, how do I create another $500 or $5,000 every month? Those are completely different conversations and completely different futures. Here's something most people never realize. Being defensive isn't always about what you're doing. It's usually about what you're not doing. You're not buying assets. You're not investing consistently. You're not creating multiple streams of income. You're not building income that works while you're sleeping. You're not letting your money have a job. Imagine hiring 10 employees and then telling every one of them to sit in a break room for all day. That's exactly what happens when your money sits in a savings account earning next to nothing. Your dollars are unemployed. Lazy little freeloaders. Come on, get those people to work. And here's where inflation quietly steals your wealth. People think saving money is always safe, but imagine trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in the bottom. Every year, inflation quietly leaks purchasing power away. Your $100 bill stays $100, but it buys less and less. So while you're celebrating that your savings account reached $20,000, inflation is over there eating at it like a kid at an all-you-can-eat buffet. You don't notice it happening until one day groceries cost twice what they used to, and you go and complain about it like an old man and say, "Well, I remember when these used to cost a quarter." The wealthy understand something different. Money isn't the goal. They look for things like cash flow, assets, ownership, businesses, even network marketing businesses. Dividend paying investments, real estate, royalties, anything that puts money back into your pockets without asking you to clock in. Because eventually there comes a beautiful day when your assets wake up before you do. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. Poor people ask, how can I save more money? Wealth builders ask, how can my money make more money? Those are not the same question. One protects the present, the other creates the future. So here's my challenge for you. Don't look for one expense to eliminate. Look for one asset to acquire, one new skill to learn, one investment to research, one additional income stream to build, maybe a business idea. If you want an opportunity to build income without investing capital, make sure that you check out our partner program on our website, income-automation.com. If you haven't got the message by now, you need to play more offense because you will never coupon your way to financial freedom. You invest your way there. You build your way there. You own your way there. And that's how wealth is created. If this video changed the way you think about money, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who's still trying to save their way to becoming wealthy. Remember, don't just work for money, build money that works for you. I'll see you in the next video.